you so much for joining.
Yeah, thanks for inviting us.
Yeah, of course. So, what made you want to start your channel together instead of separately?
Okay, so basically at the time when we started the channel, it was about a year ago, and we were together for just over 2 years. So then the whole Corona thing started, and we started out posting just for the fun of it.
Like doing random challenges while we're in school and yeah.
And then the whole lockdown thing came, and we were in lockdown together. And then we just started posting more regularly, doing more pranks on each other, and yeah.
When that thing, like the audience liked it more and stuff like that.
We started getting engagement and just decided, well, then we're just going to keep it a couples channel. So basically it was never actually in our minds to start YouTube alone, like separate.
Yeah, that's fun. Do you kind of have a goal for your channel?
Well, our own goal would be, doing it one day maybe as a, a full-time thing.
Yeah.
At the moment, we're just enjoying it. And then obviously a goal for the people watching the videos, we just want to make people smile and, entertain them to get out of this whole Corona thing that traps everyone.
Yeah, just to make it better.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. You definitely do a lot of like lighthearted videos and prank videos and just like feel good videos. Do you kind of have a favorite prank that you've done on your channel, or is it hard to choose?
Yeah, mine is definitely the one where I screamed in pain. that was the best one.
Yeah.
I'd say my favorite one I've done on her was probably the one where we did passed out while we were working out outside.
That was our first video that was like
I actually got like past the 30K mark. But I think the whole idea for me doing that was I wanted to get it back for shaving off my hair. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, is it kind of hard at this point to prank each other though, because do you kind of know that a prank's coming, or are you good at like separate?
I feel like it's not like you're waiting for something to happen. I think it's more like that's why we don't post every day or every single day. We do it maybe one time or 2 times a week.
Yeah, we post like twice a week at the moment. So, I mean, a lot of the videos is pre-filmed as well. So we'd literally be like the prank I done on her just the other day. We were busy getting ready, filming a sit-down video, and I got some time because I was done already. She was still busy doing her hair, and I just got the idea of doing the video.
It's so in the moment.
Yeah, I just grabbed the camera. I filmed a quick intro outside. I just told her I'm going outside to go down to the garage to get something, and that's where I filmed the intro. I came back, I set up the camera, and I just did it. So it's very spontaneous. So you don't.
That's also why we don't have a schedule or like we must post this or this times a week. We just post when we film the video.
Because it's very spontaneous, and I think that's the big reason why we don't really expect a prank to happen.
Yeah, for sure. Has there been any part of like becoming YouTubers that's been really different than you expected, or maybe more challenging or harder?
Actually, no. I feel like we don't even get hate or anything. So
I think to be honest, I thought we would get a lot more hate.
Yeah.
Because I've heard very much before we started. I heard a lot of YouTubers talking about hate.
That's like one thing that was like, should we do it?
I think that was something that at the beginning it got me a bit like, I don't really want no hate at the moment. I mean, the whole Corona thing and everything was tough at the moment.
Everyone's dealing with their own things like in their own ways. And so we were like scared for that.
Yeah, we were actually like a bit frightened about the hate, and actually we came off really good on that so far.
Yeah.
I mean, there's still a long journey ahead, but so far I think we came out clean. So
yeah. That's good. And then how did you meet each other?
Yeah, this is the story. I'll tell this, okay? So it was in 2017. It was just past my birthday. We were in the same school actually, but I never knew who she was. I saw her a few times.
I never saw you though.
Yeah, I mean, because I played like cricket, I played first team, and you weren't someone that went to go watch sports and stuff like that. So she never knew about me. And I saw her like, I think a week before I sent the DM. It was over Instagram. So she and a friend put this story.
It was like
on.
holidays. So we were like, let's meet new people. Let's go out, have fun. You know, like nothing bad can happen.
And then I saw the story come up, and I wasn't following it at the time. It was like a suggested person. And I saw the story and I just skipped past it. We were watching sports on the TV and I just went through it. I put my phone down and I think it was like 10 or 15 minutes later, I went on my phone again. I saw the story again. And I was like, why do I see this 2 times? And I just swiped up and I was like, hey. And that's how it started. And that's how we started talking. I think it was like 2 days after that we
saw her for the first time.
I saw her for the first time at the beach, and then from there I went away for about a month. I went to family on the other side of South Africa, and I was away for like a month. And when I came back, I think that time apart, I really had a lot of time to think. And I was like, maybe I should actually give it a go.
Oh, wow. So as if you wouldn't.
Yeah, and that's how it basically started. And I think when I came back, things started escalating, getting more serious. And
seeing each other more.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Do you kind of have, I mean, you seem to have a strong relationship and it's been a while now, and definitely quarantine usually tests relationships, but it seems like you've come closer, which is nice. So do you kind of have a secret to your relationship or not really?
I think it comes to a lot of like, you got to have patience in a relationship firstly. And if
I feel it's so easy to say, be kind, be patient, be this and this and this. But in reality, like,
it's not that easy to just do it.
Easy.
I mean, you're going to have struggles in a relationship, but also if you go into a relationship and you're serious about it, you got to know that you're going to have to put the other person's needs before yours most of the time.
Especially when it's like over that 2-year phase, it's like out of the honeymoon phase. So it's more like, I think after that 2 years, you can make or break your relationship.
Yeah, like, a lot of big things start to happen after 2 years in a relationship. And it's the way you deal with it. I mean, obviously there's going to be days you're going to feel off, and that's where you should rather talk about it. Communication is key in a relationship. I think that would be probably, if you ask me for a secret in a relationship, I'll probably say it's communication. Definitely. And respect. That's the 2 things I'd say.
Yeah, for sure.
That's going to explode that angle you like try to keep in. That's going to come out eventually, and then it's going to cause more than just like talking and saying, hey, something's up.
Yeah, you got to talk about problems if you feel off about something.
Yeah. Putting your relationship on YouTube, do you notice that people kind of look up to your relationship at all?
Yeah, I mean, I never thought about it that way, but if you go look at a lot of our comments, I mean, we've really gotten a lot of comments about our relationship. And
just like how we talk to each other and how we treat each other. Yeah.
People always comment on the way we look at each other and
even
the way
in public,
we talk.
not even on just.
So not only on YouTube, I mean, in public, people that's come up to us and they mentioned about how we just look together and treat each other and stuff. So I mean, we're not pretending to intend it to look that way. It's just, I think it's just the way we are.
Like we're best friends. So
yeah, I think
it's not a relationship. We're like best friends.
Yeah.
It's definitely good to have compatibility for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah, and then have you ever kind of shown you fighting on your channel or not really? And if you fight, will you show it or no?
I think like obviously there's a side of a relationship that obviously you try to keep there's a lot of things in a relationship that you try to keep as personal as possible. And private, the private stuff, but I think we try to be as real as possible as well.
Like we'll say things like if we're like I have a little argument while we're filming, we'll like joke about it. Depends on the seriousness of it.
Yeah, I think if something gets very serious and close to our hearts, obviously
just scrap the video. Like,
you're going to, because there's stuff you don't put on, on the internet.
And just for us respecting each other. Like I'm not, when we're fighting about something, like put the camera on his face, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, we got to talk about it and talk, that's
handle it like
off camera. And I think in any ways, if you look at the whole thing about our channel, we try to put uplifting content out there. But also, obviously, everyone knows that it's not always going to be a smile on your face. I mean, there's obviously going to be times that's
and
going
we've
to
said
be.
it so many times on our channel, like everything is not like all smiles. I feel like a lot of creators and influencers just like have this perfect picture everywhere. And we've said many times, it's not like that.
It's not like that, yeah.
We just choose to.
I mean, being an influencer or any type of person on social media, if you're an influencer or just a normal content creator, I feel everyone is going to have their downs and backstories. It hasn't or will never be all smiles.
I feel like it's if you're comfortable with it and if the other person is comfortable with you like showing it. I don't know, it just depends on your.
Yeah, I mean, like obviously if you're busy in an argument, I won't go wait, let me put on the camera so that we post a video
record this and
about
post this on video.
Yeah, totally. Definitely good to have like those boundaries. Absolutely. Yeah. And then would you say having a channel together and kind of almost like working together, has that made like grown you closer together and bonding, or has it made your relationship kind of harder?
I would say like it's not for us in that working sense. Like I don't see it at all as working. So for me, it's not like I have a business partner. And like some things we talk like the money side of it or whatever, if we need to figure things out, is then okay, now we're sitting down, we're like partners. But I feel like for filming videos and editing, and I feel it's not like
it's not so formal.
Anything. Yeah, it's really not formal at all. It's just this, okay, you go do this, or you go edit this, and I'll go do this. So, if you know, I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. Because obviously, like we said, we don't have a schedule. We got to do 3 videos a week.
Yeah.
Or it must be Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, or something like that.
Just because we're like at school and
we're studying. So I mean, we try to, like I said, do it for so spontaneous as possible. So I wouldn't say it had a big like.
But it's for the better, because if your partner, whatever, edits a video or does work for your channel, you see the other side of that person, like working hard and.
Yeah, you see the commitment and the excitement of putting out the videos, and you see the effort that the other person puts in. So obviously, I think if I have to say if it worked out in the relationship, I'd rather say that it worked out in a good way.
At least for us.
For us, at least, yeah. I'd say it didn't have a negative connotation to the relationship.
Yeah, that's good for sure. Yeah, and your relationship seems to be very serious, very solid, but you also are very young. And obviously, a lot of times, young couples can get a lot of criticism like, oh, it's not that much of a serious relationship, or oh, you should be in a relationship that's serious when you're young. So, like, what would you kind of say to the people who like hate on young relationships?
I'd say, firstly, like, I think this is just my own opinion. Like, I believe that in a relationship, it's not the age that matters. I feel like,
especially about if you're like 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously. I mean,
you're like,
But I mean, like the mental maturity and the age doesn't always match up. So sometimes you can be 14, but your mental age can be sitting at like 18. Totally. I mean, the mental maturity, I think, of us both is above what our age shows.
Yeah. And also it depends as a person if you are happy and comfortable with yourself and confident. I mean, you have to be confident and happy for you to love someone else. You have to love yourself first. So I feel if you can do that at an earlier stage and develop that, I mean, then why not?
Yeah, why not? I mean, that's
okay, but
I don't really.
The question is, what would you say to?
What would I say to people hating on young relationships? I'd rather just say that if you don't know the people and you don't know their mental maturity.
Firstly, I wouldn't comment anything back.
I'd just say if you don't know the person's mental maturity, you can't really, comment on the relationship.
Yeah.
Because the age is just something that it's on paper. That's all it is.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, and for you, how would you say YouTube's changed your life, or if it has?
I'd say it definitely put a lot of smiles on my face. I mean, every time I win a prank, I would say it feels good if you plan it out and it just, everything comes
Works
together.
out.
Just feels great.
And also like people DMing and the comments.
Yeah,
it's just
the amount of people that support us and the comments you get, the DMs you get, and
people like across the country you've never seen or talked to before.
Across the world. I mean, most of our viewers aren't in our country even. I mean, most of them are Americans and then over Europe and then Australia. I think that's the top 3 areas in the world. I mean, our own country isn't even that big on the channel. But yeah, I mean, watching YouTube isn't as big in South Africa as it is in other countries in the world.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, then where can people find you?
At the moment, on my couch. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, like your social media.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Just trying to make a check.
I'd say, yeah, YouTube, it's Zest Vlogs. And then our Instagrams as well. I mean,
Zashka van der Walt and Janis.
Mine is just Estian and then, like a full stop and Marais. But I mean, you can just find the Instagrams can be just found in any description of our YouTube videos. So, and then obviously on TikTok as well. But that's everything in the descriptions of the YouTube videos. So.
Yeah, I just want to say I love your new song, Healthier.
Thank you. Thank you for listening to it.
Wow, that was so good.
Thank you for listening. It's really nice.
You were the one I liked. Wait, let me just get I just want to get the name. Wait, I'm going to tell you now.
You was like going on and on and on about the song.
Yeah, I liked the song a lot.
Thank you. Yeah, by the way, love your vlogs.
Thank you.
Thanks, though.
When did you discover our channel?
Probably about maybe 3 months ago.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah.
Wow. That's so good.
Yeah, they're doing great.
Hmm?
Yeah, your videos are doing great.
Thanks. Well, we could say the same about yours, though.
Oh, wow.
Damn, am I not going to find the song now?
I think it's on top.
No, I don't. There. That's one. I know better. That's like my favorite. And then already there. That's the 2. I really love them.
Oh, thank you.
Great. But do you write the songs yourself, or how does that work?
Yeah, I do write them myself.
Wow, you're so talented.
But how do you get the motivation and like the words? Like it seems so perfectly fit in, but I think it's very tough to actually write a song and get the music with the song. I mean, how do you do that?
Yeah, it definitely takes a while. It's like it's like a math problem. There's a formula you have to learn, if that makes sense.
And what I like about you is like you can hear every single word like when you sing. I feel like
you have a very clear voice.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's good.
Like you can hear every single word. I just love that.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Thank you for listening.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I really love your channel.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so thank you for joining me.
Thank you for inviting us. It was nice talking to you.
Yeah, of course. Nice to meet you too. Yeah, thanks.